Welcome back, guys, to Bravely Default 2, wherever our newest class, a Salve-Maker, now obtain here in the little snowy village of Enderno. We now head out for Rimedhal. It's supposed to be. However, we did actually, I remembered today, actually, when I was getting ready for the stream, that there was quests that we actually picked up in Savalon to do as well that has not been done yet. Not Savalon, Wiswald, I don't even know where now. We're supposed to defeat an Halcyonia and find some Bananectarines. Now, I forgot what the hell the information was that was supposed to be leading me into these directions to get these things in the first place. I have no clue. Where are they? I guess we should set out and find out. We've still got to find our way to Rimedhal itself, after all. Oh, but there's a book here, first of all. The Mayor's Diary. Finally, I have a moment to myself to grab me quill and get a few thoughts down on paper. I think it was only a week ago that we got our first inkling of what was in store. Then, before we knew it, an awful sickness had spread like wildfire and most of the villagers were out for the count. Now, I know the odd thing about medicines and potions and what have you, but I wouldn't call myself a professional by any means. Normally, I'd ask the neighbouring villagers for help, but we've been completely snowed in lately. To be honest, I thought we were done for. And then, what do you know? A good old-fashioned miracle. 4 heroes chose that very moment to pay Enderno a visit. I told them about the dire straits we were in, and they knew just what to do. They went and fetched some special herb and used it to make a cure. Long story short, they saved the village. Everyone was over the moon, of course, and we weren't shy about letting them know how much we appreciated what they'd done. A few days later, they set off again, but before they left, one of their number, a woman by the name of Eileen, said she wanted to give me a present to thank us for our hospitality. Well, imagine the look on my face when she handed me a stonking great precious stone. Apparently, it's a magic yoke called an Asterisk that grants its owner healing powers. For a village like ours out in the back and beyond, it's a priceless artifact, no doubt about it. Safe to say, I couldn't thank her enough for her generosity. After they left, I started hearing rumours of a group of 4 heroes of light who were doing the rounds, helping out all sorts of folks around the place. Well, I think I have a fair idea about who those 4 heroes might be. I wish them all the best on their journey. May the road rise to meet them, and the wind always be at their back. So this is the past, people. And we've essentially done it again. Interesting. Yeah, get a grand now, thanks to you, and a good job too. If we want to keep this village safe, we'll have our work cut out, so we will. Ben's a grand fellow altogether. He'll do anything for anyone, heavens bless his soul. Sure, he might not have much of the way of a sword or a wand, but he's the bravest man I know, and there's no higher praise than that. Now we're sucking on diesel. So with that done, where do I go for Bananectarines? We're out. Our adventure continues, endlessly and forever. Chapter 3, when does it really get underway? That's the question at the moment, isn't it? So we have, like, the main quest takes me that way. The green marker takes me that way. And it looks like the blue marker wants me to go back to a Savalon. Or Wiswald. One of the two. I don't know which. Also, how did we steal his asterisk from the ring? We didn't. He gave it to us. He was a very nice guy. He said, here, have the thing. I was quite understanding about it, to be honest. Nay! For helping him. He was a good lad. I'll have my lovely catty mug. Cats everywhere. And continue on with the dancer Olizandri. So I think one of our quests, the Bananectarines, is over this way. So let's sort out some sub-quests as we see them. And head back in to Wiswald Forest. Yes. Who'd have thought they put him back in here again? Why did they put multiple different of the... This is the second hunting around doing stuff quest we've done in this place, right? I'm not just imagining this. It's all a bit familiar. Fortunately, there is no turbo function for running around, only battles. So we're going to have to take our time and find our goals yet again. But it's weird that they did them too. There's a Bananectarine. 1. There must be more quests placed elsewhere. Across the world. We're just going to have to find the way to get to each place. Number 1 of which should be down this way. If I cross the river over here. At least we can use a teleport stone to get ourselves back out again. All the monsters, they fear my dancer form. Did anyone reach the maximum on their jobs currently? Do I need to think about changing anyone? I mean, Red Magic is at level 10 at the moment. Tame is at level 11, so she's very soon having to be switched up. And we got the artistry building up. Incurable coral. Oh, I can pass it. A Bananectarine. Obtained. A Bananectarine. Number 2. Right, how much am I going to have to do a runner to get this one? Do you reckon? Oh no, which way have I got to go? Probably should take the warp. Okay, where actually am I going? I think I was actually supposed to stay on that side of the water, wasn't I? She can't go up this way. I'm going to work my whole way round, haven't I? It's the problem when they throw you back into dungeons. You've kind of thought like, oh, I don't have to deal with that anymore. Because you suddenly kind of start forgetting about the overall layout of the place is what I'd have to say. I don't know about you guys, if you would or not. But I gotta say, I don't really exactly remember the layout anymore. Yeah, if I just whooped it here, it looked like I'd have got there. Better not be all the way up at the boss location. And then we've only checked out like this quest in Wiswald. We haven't checked out to see if there's any other quests. Ah, we can cut through here, can't we? Excuse me. Coming through. Pardon me. Out the way. A Bananectarine. Who do I have to return that to? Ah, side quest. Fetch quest, side quests. They're the ones we love the most, right? I guess we can go see what the boat dragged in. Fetch quests. Fetch quests are always an important thing to talk about in gaming, aren't they? They are easy ways to give, like, rewards for just doing something simple to a player. However, they're not the most interesting of quests that exist, are they? They serve a function. I guess the problem comes when there's too many fetch quests, but I couldn't see necessarily... Obviously, we'd love every quest to have story involved, right? But fetch quests themselves do serve a purpose. So how do you... think on it, everyone. How do you feel about fetch quests? Would you rather they were banished from the world? What? You actually found some real Bananectarines? You mean you braved the deep dark woods and the horrible monsters just for me? That's ever so sweet of you. Sweet as first love, eh? I think I've got an idea how it's going to taste already. Hey, bomb arms. First, yeah, the problem is though it's a fetch quest for an item I might not even use. Oh yeah, so I've got some bomb arms now. Great. Right, the boat. Where's my boat been sailing? Olizandri met Kin's chosen hero Kin at a desert oasis. At least Kin didn't name his hero Seth. After the few boats we have done, by the way, anyone who kept their name to the default kind of seems weird on this list because there's like 50 million Seths that exist across endless dimensions of different players. Medium JP orbs obtained. I'll take that. There's a hero Seth. Evasion bun. Here's another Seth. Physical attack obtained. Styrofoam's chosen hero 0. I like that Styrofoam called himself Styrofoam. Booster bun evasion was obtained. I have no clue if that's the Japanese for Seth, but booster bun MP is obtained. Hubba bubba. Hubba baba even. 2 times small experience orb was obtained. Now we met Kin's chosen hero Kin. Good times. Obviously when there's too many... Yeah, when there's too many fetch quests is when it gets abhorrent. So you're the person we're going to hunt the Halcyonia, which is in the area we're going to next. I guess I should also think about going back to previous areas and seeing if the monsters are still red and shiny. It's probably something I should have done between sessions, isn't it? Find some more people to be up. So that is Wiswald. We could check out Savalon, etc. quite quickly, but it does look like we're supposed to head further, deeper into the frozen wastes towards Wymedale. No, it's not Wymedale. Wibbly wobbly timey Wymedale. No. I like how when you get something from the boat, you say, I'll take that. Yeah, I don't have a choice. But I'll still take it. I mean, it's better to accept the inevitable, right? Panoramic view. There is no quests. At least view from here. To be honest, Halcyonia, I guess we've kind of left it behind. In terms of story. But saying that, there's this door to the left in the throne room. And there's like an obvious area behind it. So it's like, you know, you see this guy. There's an area behind it. We could definitely go through that door. And then when you leave Halcyonia, what you see is land behind it that leads up to Halcyonia, which looks very traversable and a secondary way to get into town. So it's interesting. At least we can fast travel around quite fast, eh? Such is the way when we've got side quests to do. I mean, I'm sure, like, for example, the side quests that could potentially be in Halcyonia or Savalon or anywhere else. More will appear once I probably reach Rimedhal. That's how I'd imagine it, right? I mean, I know I haven't checked the areas, but I think there's probably no quest there yet. And if we miss a quest, it doesn't look like we actually miss them. We've been able to get quests that were obviously obtainable earlier, like the Silk Moth quest or the Lantern quest. So that's good. Oh, damn. Yeah, I'm a fool. I should have left. How we leave is we take the cart, right? Take me to Enderno. Nay, to Enderno. So with one side quest already done, that kind of upkeep done, let's try to find Rimedhal, because the funny thing about everything so far is we just haven't found it at all. Do I go that way? I mean, it definitely looks like is there a way to cross this water? There's a bridge further up. Okay, cool. Oh, you're scaring me now, are you? Bridge is this way. I'm gonna beat you up. I haven't had a fight yet.
We've got the upper hand, guys.
Yeah, battle.
Okay then. Okay.
I mean, technically they're the two highest HP values. Look, he's got 523 MP while he's also doing the super speed damage attacks. Let's take out the flamboneros. You know what? I'll take out 3 here.
Try this for size.
And I'll start regaining MP later.
See how you like this. Try this for size.
It's a nice regain after all. So that guy's at 1,727. They are weak to lightning and light. There is light spells we can supposedly get from our artistry, but not for a long period of time. Purify's been learned. We can't just Kiraga these guys anymore, which makes you a little bit less useful, doesn't it? daub both of these guys. Painting them up.
Time to play my trump cards.
No, you can't. So, daubing does what? It didn't look like it actually worked. That's a good start.
Primordial forces consume you. Ooh, right in the surface.
At least we have Fandango, right?
Magic assail you.
And that should leave them at an incredibly nice HP value. To get them, right? I reckon just captures.
Check this out.
The other one's on 44 HP. Duskwizzy. There we go.
Hardly worth the
Great success. That Pictomancer's still at underdog level.
There's nothing I don't deserve.
We let Freehand, whatever that is, and got a magical attack booster button. Nothing to sniff at, right? So, off we go. Treasure chest! Definitely no monsters inside this one. Oh, see, I told you. 2 times healing bloom obtained. So, there is a monster up there. Let's look at the map again. Should we go this way? Just have a little look-see. It doesn't look like most of the enemies here are vicious. Slush! I love how, like, some of this stuff is represented on the maps. There's big purple moths. There's a really... That's just a purple element. Okay, cool. I was a bit worried that there was, like, the red shiny enemies. As long as we don't have to worry about stuff. Why is it red here? That's just the dusk. Okay, yeah, I forgot about that. Alright, over here somewhere is the Aka no Oni. That's the chest. That's the evil chest. I was waiting for him.
Come, do your worst.
Woo. Hey, you're first. Yeah. Don't confuse me.
What's the plan?
You failed. Vengeful souls have not yet been scanned.
All right.
Ooh, actually, yeah, I'll do 3. I'll do a Godspeed Strike. And then 2 Still Spirits, I think.
Try this for size.
I'll get rid of one of them. And make sure to replenish a bit more of the MP. I'm assuming I could just heal kill them. So if I go with 3 here, I'll do a Cure on Oliz, a Magnifying Glass on the Vengeful Soul, and then a Curaga maybe? Sounds fun. I haven't seen the animation for it yet.
Let me help you.
I'm assuming it'll kill it.
I needed that.
I needed that. It is undead.
Sacred powers restore you. Wonderful.
Nowhere near enough though, sadly. Oh, Taming's up next. I got Mercy Slash. Pretty sure I can Mercy Strike this one. Yeah, I'll go all in. Mercy Strike. Capture. Mercy Smash. Capture? That's a bit hopeful, the second one. Oh! I mean, that was a lot more than I was expecting.
Time to play my trump cards.
A lot more than I was expecting. Okay, if we attack through it, Elvis gets to get some MP with Aspir attack.
No one bites the dust.
Too easy.
What's in the chest? What should I move Elvis to next? It's weird because a lot of my characters that are just full physical attack we found out at the end of last session have more magical power than like Elvis. Through some miracle. Who's a spellcaster. So it's kind of a bit bonkers what we've got going on as that kind of construct. And if you want the evidence... what do I need to look at here for this? Abilities? Yeah. No. Statuses. Attributes. There we go. So, magical attack for Oliz is 176. Magical attack for Gloria, who is a caster type at the moment, 169. Red Mage, Elvis, 175. Adelle, never beat a caster in her life, 178. That works somehow, I guess. Ah, he's big! I didn't see him in the trees! I was expecting to be big, but I didn't see him in the trees.
Let's strike while the iron's
He
hot.
hit really well.
To arms.
Well, that's annoying. Alright, the Ashore is over here. I at least have the ability to do something apart from, so... Freehand inflicts 10 times the ability's casting cost as magical damage 1 to 5 times on a random target. So... 200... I mean, I'll do it because I want to figure out, but it's 240 damage, yeah? So 4,000 HP.
Okay, what's the plan?
I guess that's not very impressive, right? Not mean to be mean about it and all, but...
Okay.
I reckon they'll both survive, so I'm going to steal Spirit from the Ashore.
Prepare for impact.
He's defaulting anyways, but he'll die from the follow-up attack. Oh, never mind. Bye, Ashore. Kind of physical. Ow.
All right then.
I like how the person who did the attacks is the only one who went, I can dodge counters. Screw you, everyone. Like, cheers.
More.
Cheers.
Ha, this should do it.
Sam, you've seen Godspeed Strike. Nothing is really impressive, yeah.
Huh, hardly worth the
I mean, I caught the Yeti. That's pretty impressive. He's real. All right, second quest done. Ashore is defeated. When it says defeat a Ashore, then I guess there's a lot more out there. Okay, so Rimedhal next. Wait, what? Defeat some Yetis now? But I just defeated the Ashore. Why do I need to defeat Yeti now? I also defeated Yeti with the Ashore. I didn't know that quest was just going to suddenly come up with a new objective.
The initiative is ours. All right then.
The evil Shadow Moths. The Dragon Shaman as well, who's weak to spears. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go 3 attacks. I will use a magnifying glass to scan the Shadow Moth. I will use a Mercy Smash to attack the Dragon Shaman. Actually, I'll go 4, just in case. Oh, I think actually it will do it, but just in case.
Yeah.
Because he's got the weakness to it. It should go down.
Get ready.
You like those? You think those moths are cute?
Yeah.
Actually, I did not get him high enough down. He is
Guess
still
it's my
alive.
turn.
Sad times for me, right?
Okay.
Yeah, so I guess Godspeed Strike exists and nothing really is all that cool anymore. Sad times.
Let's go.
That's one Yeti.
I've got a little something for you.
What? I missed?
Time to play my trump cards.
How'd you miss? I'm going to go with 2 AoE for Ragas.
Reduce my
I think he'll still kill the Shaman unless he's got Nullify. Counter magical attacks. Oosh.
Maelstrom of magic assail you.
I was thinking the second Fraga would be enough to kill him. Okay, I'll just get my guys horribly beaten up. It's fine. Shadow Moths are pretty much down for the count. So if I go white magic Cura. And then I could try freehand.
Be healed.
Phew.
Let us continue on our way.
Kind of an interesting way to finish them off, wasn't it? Red Mage level 11. Hello, Excillant. That's one Yeti. You're a big bear. I don't want you. Get away from me, bear. Unless you come with a Yeti, then great.
The wide open gets
Otherwise, you're a waste of my time, except your free experience. So I like that. I like that, I do.
Allow me.
Polar bear is actually not scanned yet. Small cure, and then we will magnifying glass.
Let me help you.
Feeling good.
Can I speed up battles? No way, Jose. I'm not one of those people.
You don't want it.
I like to enjoy a game. I don't need to see a number simulator. God. Alright, the polar bear is well alive. I don't know how much damage I can do here, but I'm going to try and capture it. So if I use... This is where he's got loads of counters, and I'll be really upset. If I use Mercy Smash ×2, a Mercy Strike, and then a capture, that should be enough.
You may feel a little sting.
No.
This will shut you up.
I need to use 3 Mercy
Check
Smashes.
this out.
I mean, that might work.
Here I go.
What HP are you on? 124, really?
All right. Here it comes. Ha! Hit it where it hurts. On to the next one.
Well, I couldn't steal anything.
Too easy.
Sad times. One of us got hit a little bit. Two cures will do the job. Right, one more Yeti. Too bad I can't just cut the spot. There's a Yeti. I'm getting near to Rimedhal at least. Well, if we've had the path to Rimedhal is the thing. All buried under snow.
Let's strike while the iron's hot.
Guess it's my turn.
Doo-doo-doo. I mean, they're not an undead, so I can do that. I should be able to still steal from the Shadow Moths.
See how you like this.
Yet he never stood a chance.
Try this for size. Get some.
Wait, can they not be stolen spirit from? Maybe they don't have any MP. Didn't think about that.
Yeah! You may feel a little sting. Ha!
They're not undead, so I can't lose MP.
Huh. Hardly worth the bother.
But still. Right, so is this quest now going to tick over to give me more? Free polar bears! I mean, I'm nearly at Rimedhal. I like how these seem to be like weirdly rough locations for polar bears. Thank you. There we go. There's a polar bear. What? Shaving polar bear butt nail.
The initiative is ours. Very well.
Right. 2 undead beings that we can't kill with undead killing things anymore because we don't have enough power behind us. I can weaken them though. Or
Yes, my might knows no bounds.
I can still go in with Cura, but just do it on... Do 2 Curas? I think 2 Curas is more than a Curaga. Guess there's something to test.
Wonderful. Ha! brutally
I
effective.
mean, I'd have needed a Cura and a Curaga to finish that off, wouldn't I?
We all have our weaknesses.
So, well, those guys are dead, so Adele can pick them up. If we Faraga the Shadow Moth and Faraga the Polar Bear,
Alrighty!
we might be able to, like, mop quite a few guys up, but I don't know.
Primordial forces consume you! Maelstrom of magic assail you!
Here I go.
Elvis's MP is running low, though. So, who do I capture here? I want a Polar Bear. More than a Shadow Moth, maybe? I don't know. Right, I can take 2 just with Mercy Strikes. So, like, take that one. I don't know if the Polar Bear will go down. I'll take a Vengeful Soul, then. That takes 2 off the board.
Guess it's my turn.
I feel like I've been outputting a bit too much spell power.
Going all in.
Let's just realize that somehow I haven't actually dealt with the Polar Bear with this makeup. Still the MP.
Right on the
Godspeed strike him out of the sky.
All right.
That worked.
Hardly worth the bother.
That is the fastest anyone's ever annoyed some people in chat I've ever seen. That was interesting to watch that all unfold in chat. And I guess we've got tents, so we may as well just use the resources, right? Now we've got to find more polar bears. Look, camera, just go down. There's a big blob monster. Another big blob monster. They're all hanging out in the forests. Any treasure chest hidden behind you? Oh, it's polar bear. Got him.
We've outmaneuvered them.
Very well.
Next group. There's always so much to deal with, isn't there?
I
guess I'll just default.
For now. What's the plan?
Everyone's topped up to maximum, so I'm just wondering if I just go Mercy Strike, Mercy Smash, Capture again.
This will shut you up. Ha! Yeah! Yeah!
Well, I wasn't that lucky.
What's the plan? I'm going
Amazing how the game is just balanced around you just endlessly pressing.
I've got a little something for you.
Brave!
I felt that.
I guess Olis just isn't
Allow me.
very accurate
Yeah! We must not grow complacent.
as a dancer.
Too easy.
He's not the greatest dancer. Two polar bears. I guess if I walk back around where I was, the previous polar bear might have spawned. Yeah. Gotta love game systems, right?
The wide open, get stuck in.
Gotta learn the rhythm, have I? Get down to be the greatest dancer.
Allow me.
Are you saying that? Hey, you don't know if I can dance. I mean, I don't know if I can dance. Don't write me off yet, people. I've never tried, therefore we can never know.
Another foe vanquished. Sacred powers restore you.
We must not grow complacent.
That time, Gloria did way better. And that's 3 polar bears.
I'm amazing.
The thing is, we have to return to do that quest in Bloomin' Wiswald. Right, anything next then, game? No, the green pointer is now heading back. Report back to the spirited soldier. That we shall. Now that we've rejoined the road, however, which starts from here, let's actually go to our next location of the game. We started chapter 3 ages ago, but now we really start.
Weird.
You okay, Adele?
I'm sure this place used to be a lot colder. There was a huge glacier right there. No trace of it now, though.
Could it have melted? That might explain the sudden change in the sea levels.
The wisdom of the line of Musa lives on in you, I see.
Huh? Who said that?
Aye, down here.
Whoa. It's some kind of weird lizard.
It's very rude to call us lizards, I'll have you know.
Gwilym! Hey there, little guy. It's been a while.
You two know each other?
Sure. We, ran into each other once or twice when I was in the area.
You understand us and can speak our language. You're a dragon, aren't you?
A dragon? Like a monster from a kid's story?
First lizard, now monster. You're not very nice, are you? I am mighty Gwilym, of the ancient and venerated draconic line.
And what brings you this close to town, mighty Gwilym?
The stink of death, actually. I followed it here all the way from home.
What do you mean, the stink of death?
Well, how can I put it? It's like the smell of lots of life disappearing. Human life, to be precise. Can I come with you? I want to go and see what's been going on for myself. Oh, I'm also supposed to tell you.
In you go.
Wait, I need to tell you.
You just stay nice and quiet in there, okay?
How very dare you? Did you not hear the part about me being of the noble draconic line?
Oh, quit being such a baby. It won't be for long.
We got a new cute thing. We stuffed it in a bag. I'm one of those people who carries a chihuahua around in their handbag now. Gwilym is now accompanying the party, but most importantly, he was silenced. Adele did not want us knowing stuff. Also, it's a really nice, cute way to, oh yeah, I'm a lovely little dragon, yeah, it's all like really good, cool accent and all that, and I can't do accents, so, you know, even though it is like regional accents to supposedly my place, but it's like, oh, also, lots of death up ahead, by the way, it's like loads of dead people, and I can smell it a mile off. It's like, oh, okay. And we're just like, oh, cutesy, cutesy. No, what you just said. A frosty welcome. You know what? I've just remembered a story Lady Emma told me. I warn you though, it's a wee bit scary. A traveller got caught in a terrible blizzard and sought shelter in the first town he came across. He found a fireplace there and went to warm himself beside it. When all of a sudden his nose fell clean off his face. Oh, that's frostbite for you. Ew, what kind of story is that? His nose was frozen up in the cold and it must have warmed too quickly in front of the fire. It melted right off. Guess we do need to be careful. The weather around here can be brutal. Aye, but it's not as cold as I was worried it might be. I have to say. You think it could have something to do with another crystal? Maybe. You best hurry to Rimedhal and find out, eh? Our wee lizard friend certainly seems to think something funny's afoot. You heard what he said. They don't like being called lizards. And the people around here worship dragons like gods. So try not to call them that in front of any locals. Speaking of Gwilym, how's he doing? I think he's asleep. It does look pretty comfortable in there. Ah, very godlike. You have yourself a nice little snooze, eh, wee man? I guess we're about to go find out what the death is. Equally, though, if we're about to go into a place that's full of absolute death, let's just heal up a little bit there. And maybe drop a save before we walk into the place where life is being snuffed out, like, just willy-nilly. Seems like a clever thing to do. Rimedhal. Chapter 3 really begins. And here we are, the snowbound land of Rimedhal. As Owlclaw gives us up to Frederick. Thank you very much.
Well, nothing much seems amiss round here. Looks like a nice, safe, normal little town to me.
Well, looks can be deceiving. This is where the death smell's coming from for sure. Oh, that stinks of it. Oh, while I've got your attention, I'm supposed to...
I thought I told you to stay in there and be quiet.
No, wait,
Have you heard? They found another fairy.
Another one? It beggars belief.
Yeah, they're just about to call upon the Lord's judgment now.
Really? Blimey. Better get down to the square quick then, eh?
First dragons, now fairies. I take back what I said about this place being normal.
But didn't the fairies all disappear many years ago?
Yeah. I mean, at least I heard they did.
They mentioned the Lord's judgment. Does that mean they're going to ask some kind of god to help them?
That would be my guess, yeah. But this being Rimedhal, they'd be asking a dragon. They have those instead of gods here. I've never heard of anything like this happening here before, though.
Guess we better go take a look at this judgment for ourselves.
Adelle stuffs Gwilym into her bag. Do we need to keep being told about her silencing efforts? Alright, so we now have another bit on the book. Enderno actually comes after Rimedhal. I just managed to wander my way there without even realising it. I guess everyone's at the place. They've all gone to the square, have they? Not allowed up here, mister. Can you believe they found another fairy? I wonder who's in for it this time. Where's the inn if I want to just have a quick rest? Hold the execution! Or whatever's going on. The judgment. Judgment, of course, sounds incredibly like execution. I'm just going to have a little rest. Rest my wee eyes. It's an interesting snowman. You a copper? The judgment's a sacred ritual here in Rimedhal. You're welcome to watch, but don't make a nuisance of yourself, alright? Well, I'm sure I will definitely not make a nuisance of myself.
You stand accused of the most heinous of crimes, that of being a nefarious fairy in disguise.
But, Bishop Helio, I never...
Hush, child. I pray as fervently as you do that these abominable accusations are proved false. But though a single drop of wine tainteth a pail of clearest water, still doth the blemish remain. Such is the nature of suspicion. And so we turn to the purifying judgment of the holy, that your innocence might be demonstrated beyond all doubt. Call upon the Lord of Dragons, who watcheth o'er us all. Ask of him that your guiltlessness be confirmed.
All right. I hereby call upon your judgment. Lord of Dragons, watch over me!
Lord of Dragons, watch over us all!
Lord of Dragons, watch over us all!
What's going on here? This doesn't feel right. She jumped!
Lord of Dragons, watch over us all!
Lord of Dragons, watch over us all!
Why are you all just standing there? She jumped, damn it!
Straight into the arms of the Lord!
That she might be judged and found free of sin.
But she'll...
If her faith is strong, she will be returned to us soon enough.
Archbishop Dominic!
But how can you be sure?
How dare you ask such a thing? And of the Archbishop, too!
Come, children. We cannot expect these wanderers to know of our ways. Rimedhal welcomes you with open arms, friends. Join me at the Hall of High Holies. There I will teach you a little of his draconic majesty.
My sister was no fairy. How could they?
If this is what they're up to, it's no wonder the place stinks so bad.
This wasn't the first time, was it?
Not even close, I'm afraid.
Sounds like we need to go and ask a certain someone a few questions. To the Hall of High Holies.
You sure we want to just go barging in there?
It's not barging in if he invited us, is it?
Guess it's as good a place as any to ask about the fire crystal.
Yes. Come on.
This town's nuts. They just accept that that's what they should do. It's like, okay, I'll be judged. Let's jump off! No. Ah, religion in video games, right? This can't go on. The heck is going on here? That woman jumped and nobody did anything to stop her. No, if anything, people seem to think that what those priests were doing was praiseworthy. Rimedhal's always been a super religious place, but this is different. Something's changed here since last time I visited. Yeah, none of this is part of the teachings. None of this is what Dad wants. Ah, yes, people corrupting teachings. Yeah, sounds about right. And did you see in those people's eyes? The fear. Yeah, but who wouldn't be scared? If I thought I might be next in line, I'd be frightened too. And I certainly wouldn't be taking the risk of complaining about what was going on. They don't have any choice but to go along with all this fairy hunting craziness. And the more they go along with it, the worse it will get. This can't continue. The stink of death will only be getting worse if this is what they're up to. And they're doing it to themselves. Sometimes I really don't understand humans. This place used to be so peaceful. I don't want to see the jumping point from this angle. So, the dragon's the god? Or is there... See, this is what I was wondering. Is there a dragon god? Or is there an actual physical dragon that's supposed to, like, come in and swoop and, like, stop people from falling if they haven't done a thing? That's what I was kind of wondering at the point in time. But none of that happened. I was thought maybe we're going into a story where the dragon has been captured or something and can't do it, but yeah. We'll call this town Salem, yeah. Rimedhal's protected by the Lord of Dragons. That's why no one's ever been able to conquer us. And as long as we worship him faithfully and do everything he says, he'll carry on protecting us. I need to speak to this Lord of Dragons. The fairies are the sworn enemies of the Lord of Dragons. They disguise themselves as humans so they can live among us in secret. It's our sacred duty to unmask and eliminate them all. We need our new dragon friend to verify that. The girl who jumped was my daughter. She was no fairy. She was nothing of the sort. It's all just lies. Who would do something like this to us? I don't know, sir. It's kind of crazy, isn't it, sir? Fairies are terrible. They trick humans into doing bad things. That's why I have to catch them all and get rid of them all. That's what all the grown-ups say anyway. The Archbishop and Lord Inquisitor and my dad too. So I think I've got to go... I don't know, there's 2 ways to go up the stairs by the look of things. Mum says that when I was a baby, the snow would sometimes pile up so high we couldn't leave the house. Not like that anymore, though. Now I can go out to play whenever I want, even after a proper blizzard. Mum says it's the Lord of Dragons we have to thank for that. Thank you, Lord of Dragons. I don't know about thanking anyone right now. Right, so I'm just going to pop back just to Wiswald for a second to hand in that quest so we can move forward and have it done. So I have a green marker on the screen. See the structure on the other side of the valley? That's where the Judgment's held. Big place on top of the mountain with the dragons carved all around it. That's all of High Holies. You only choose the bridge in front of it to cross the valley. I will send me back first. Head out of town, then round to the west, and the path there will lead you down to the Jaws of Judgment. Wouldn't recommend a visit, though. Very deep and very dangerous it is. Not the kind of place I'd go anywhere near, even with the Lord of Dragons watching over me. And also, I don't want to see what's there. When you think about it, how many bodies are down in the Jaws of Judgment? Little Dragon Buddy says a lot. A lot. Yeah, we are kind of like escalating, aren't we? What do you think is worse, cult or serial killer? We had serial killer at the end of chapter 2. There is an escalation taking place in the villains. And they're standing. Alright, you proved yourself. You're the real deal. I've been searching for someone as tough as me ever since I was little. That's how I know. That's how I'll know who I'm going to marry, see? Well, congratulations. You just made the list. Are you ready for the call-up, alright? We might be seeing a lot more of each other. I'm in the A-team now. We got an Ikaboshi Kabuto. Now run away! Why is that such a weird trope in things like manga and stuff? I'll only marry you if you're really strong. I'll only marry the strongest person that exists. I mean, they could just do what they really meant, which is just like, you know, the same way as the men are like, I really want to get with the most beautiful woman. It's like the same way, but like in games, it's turned to not be beauty, it's turned to be strength. Which feels like it's then actually amplifying a perceived good male trait. And that feels weirdly male-orientated, doesn't it? Like, that's pleasing to a male rather than to a woman. I don't even know. Is that what's going on? I'm pretty sure that's what's going on. It's feeding into the parasite's fancy of men. That's what's going on again. Right, a heavy helmet. Lowers our speed with up defense and stuff. Off we go. Back to Rimedhal. Quest done. Eternal natural selection. Well, it's more about, you know, who's it aimed at. Can it please be changed to marry the most stable? Yeah, that'd be nice. The nicest. The one I'm most compatible with. I don't... Alright, up we go. No one's ever returned after jumping in the jaws of judgment, you know. I mean, of course they haven't. That's the whole point. Crikey, did I say that out loud? I didn't say anything. Nothing, and definitely not about the judgments. Sorry, have I ever seen the Lord of Dragons? No, of course not. No one has. Even the Archbishop only hears him. I thought everyone knew that. Oh, God. There's no proof, then. That so-called judgment was an execution in all but name, but what can have convinced these people of its merits? Could the fire crystal be involved somehow? We must do what we can to find out. Well, considering this place isn't snowed under, the fire crystal is likely to be something that's around this area. Scimitar is now available. And a storm. Halberd, more ancient bows here. Ancient bows equipped by you. The Jade Closier is available to boost a little bit more magical attack, but lowers physical attack? For a certain someone, anyway. More resistance power. Yeah, these glaives, these spears and all that give better magical attack, while also giving you physical options. I still haven't seen a chest yet. Mountains north of town are sacred. The Lord of Dragons lives there in a place called the Serpent's Grotto. That's what they say, anyway. No one ever goes up there, see. There's nothing but snow and ice and horrible monsters. Living in a climate like this is hard. Harder than you can imagine, but no matter how cold it gets, there's always a fire in my heart. As long as my darling little dog is here with me, that fire's never going out. A small room? Or wood, game, good soil. Rimedhal's got a lot going for it, resources-wise. Good thing, too. Otherwise, I have no reason at all to live out here in the freezing cold. Well, no reason apart from my dear old mam, of course. I wonder if there's actually a further way to the left here. Nope. I guess I won't worry about the treasure chest just yet. But man, this is quite a high town. Always been a big fan of Adelle's no-nonsense attitude, but we do need a wee bit sensitive, we do need to be a wee bit sensitive about these people's religion. I mean, we don't want to turn the whole town against us, so let's just be careful and take things slow, eh? Achoo! But not too slow, we might freeze to death. I get you on that one. This makes a ton of sense. Elvis with a cautious approach. Making all the sense we need. I worship the Lord of Dragons, of course I do, but I don't ask him to help me in my work like some people. Blacksmith's got to take responsibility for his own products. That's what I believe. If they're not up to scratch, it's up to me to get better at my job. If you feel the need to start praying every time you mess up, then blacksmith is probably not the game for you. Probably not. This is the Lord of Dragons' will. He wouldn't want anything to do with what's been happening. We have to put a stop to it. I agree. Kitty! Let me stroke you. Kitty stroking time first. Let's see if I can use my eagle eyes to pop out. Actually, how the hell would I be able to spot a treasure chest when it's that zoomed out? Not a chance. Right, well, let's go down here to check out what's down here first before heading up with Adelle. Well, there's one. Snug scarf. There's two. A light talisman. It's kind of cool because it's got lots of speed to it and the restorative power as well. You can put double on our white mage, Gloria. Give her lots of speed and lots of restorative power and resistance to light. If you're worried, just wait here. I'll be happy to go and give that so-called priest a piece of my mind alone. I mean, I bet you would, but we're in this together. Didn't you hear, Olis? He was not happy with watching that woman jump off a cliff. Treasure chest? Is this the way round to that place that was jumped? Oh, it is. There's a beautiful frozen lake up this way. The local cemetery is right by the shore. It's where the Lord of Dragons' true believers are laid to rest. What happens to the people we subject to the Lord's judgment, on the other hand, is anyone's guess. Just left to be eaten. Thank you. Lovely. Splattered. Okay, that's a whole different area we're looking at here. In fact, that's taken us out somewhere else. See, look, I'm really good at dancing. If I'm just a head. The judgments may be something of a blunt instrument, but how else are we supposed to rid ourselves of the fairy menace, eh? Fairy menace. What are they doing? Judgments are a matter for believers alone. I advise you to keep your opinions to yourself. Lord of Dragons, watch over us. We are but wretched sinners. Nonetheless, we pray for your protection. Please rid us of the fairy menace. Bishop Helio was the one who proposed the judgments. Archbishop Dominic then gave them his official seal of approval. The first one took place over a decade ago now. The suspect was a young man by the name of Will, who was accused of consorting with fairies in the wayward woods at night. And in light of the fact that he did not return from his leap into the jaws of judgment, it would seem that the accusations were well founded. No one can! I know that's the point, but still. We're just getting things ready for the next judgment. No one's allowed through for the moment, sorry. The next judgment. What do you need to prepare? They jump off a cliff. And out with a fairy menace. In my head, it's just... That'd be a lot of different movie, wouldn't it? Feeling a bit chilly there, boy. Well, count yourself lucky. It used to be a whole lot colder around by here, and there was a lot more snow to boot. With regard to the Archbishop, we prayed to the Lord of Dragons, and sure enough, things started to warm up. And if he was right about that, I'd say there's nothing he could be wrong about. Nothing at all. Sure. Oh, more organs.
Welcome, friends, to this, the house of our Lord.
Yeah, thanks. Now, do you want to tell us about that execution back there?
This is how it appeared to you, who come to us from afar? No, friend. What you witnessed was the purest expression of belief.
Belief? You guys worship the Lord of Dragons, right?
Ah, so you know a little of our customs. That we are able to dwell here, in the heart of the snows, amid the endless winter. All is thanks to his draconic majesty.
Oh, and that woman jumping? That was thanks to him too?
No, that was an act of our sister's choosing. She wished to prove herself innocent of being that which offends our Lord more than all else. A member of the accursed race of fairies.
But how would throwing oneself to one's doom prove anything?
As those who know of fairy kind will tell you, these devious creatures are wont to hide their wings. A fairy falling from a great height would have no choice but to utilize them in order to save itself, and in so doing, reveal its true nature.
And if the one jumping turns out not to be a fairy, no one could survive a fall like that.
Those whose faith is pure need not fear. Our Lord and Master shall see to it that they are saved.
But that's insane.
I warn you, young man. I will suffer you to speak ill of the Great One but once.
Look, maybe we should all calm down a little.
You really think that's what your lord wants?
Don't you start.
You think rooting out supposed fairies is what he wants you wasting your time on?
You doubt the truth of his word, child? For that is what it is. The word of the Master. I, and I alone, hear him. It is to his most trusted servant that he deigns to speak. And true faith is rewarded with miracles. Have my long years of prayer not seen the bitter cold of this land lifted at long last?
Come now. I think we all know that it was another power that thawed the frosts.
And what do you mean by that?
Precisely what I say.
That will be enough for today, I think. You are encouraged to visit me here again whenever you so choose, of course. All are welcome in the house of the Lord.